a perfect phrase, but it stayed inside like ocean haze. You smiled like you already knew, so I just waved and let it through. I ran with the tide, didn't cry, didn't hide, let the waves pull the words I couldn't say in time. The sea was wide, the sky was kind, and for the first time I felt light. I ran with the tide. Our song still plays in cafes near, but now it's soft, it's not too clear. You once were close, now part of air. I chased the wind, found silence there. I ran with the tide, didn't cry, didn't hide, let the waves pull the words I couldn't say in time. The sea was wide, the sky was kind, and for the first time I felt light. I ran with the tide. Maybe love was never lost, just caught in drift and ocean frost. And though we turned, we never broke. Some memories still flow. I ran with the tide, no goodbye, no sign, just the wind and this road and a voice that felt like mine. The sea was wide, the sky was kind, and when I left I knew I tried. I ran with the tide. I ran with the tide. I ran with the tide. We ran through streets like time would bend, laughed so loud we lost the end. Ice cream melted on your sleeve, and I still smile when I believe. Tell me it was real, that the sky turned just for us, that your heartbeat caught its breath every time we touch. Tell me it was true, even if we've gone past through. Tell me even now you felt it too. Your sandals hit the pavement fast. You turned around, I hoped it last. Sunlight scattered on your hair. Was I the only one who cared? Tell me it was real, that the sky turned just for us, that your heartbeat caught its breath every time we touch. Tell me it was true, even if we've gone past through. Tell me even now you felt it too. It's okay if we moved on, but not if I just dreamed it all. Those moments shone, I know they did. Tell me that they really lived. Tell me it was real, that I wasn't just pretending, that your silence now isn't how it was ending. we're chasing the light down roads that don't end, hearts in our hands, not asking when. Windows down, time is thin. We don't need a why, just where we've been. We're chasing the light, and it feels like flying. Hair in the wind, sun on our face. No map, no plan, just open space. You laughed and kicked off your shoes. I smiled, nothing left to lose. We're chasing the light down roads that don't end, hearts in our hands, not asking when. Windows down, time is thin. We don't need a why, just where we've been. We're chasing the light, and it feels like flight. Dust on our jeans, music too loud, skies painting fire over clouds. I didn't speak, you didn't ask, but every glance at this could last. We're chasing the light down roads that don't end, hearts in our hands, not asking when. Windows down, time is thin. We don't need a why, just where we've been. We're chasing the light, and it feels like flight. Maybe this day won't come again, but I'd still choose it now and then. We're chasing the light, breath in our chest. Summer's alive, and we're doing our best, even if we fade like dust tonight. We had this run, we chased the ooh, ooh. You stood across the street. I felt the beat skip in my chest. You looked at me like I was light and smiled before I said a word. You saw me first before I knew, before I moved, before I thought of you. That spark, that turn, it wasn't mine to earn. You saw me first, and maybe I saw you too. The way your eyes found mine, like the moment knew it's cue. like summer air between the green. That moment stays no matter time or place. You saw me first, and I'm glad you did. And I'm glad you did. You turned around, I wasn't ready. Laughed too loud, my steps unsteady. You said you always fall like that. I said only when you smile back. I crashed into your smile. Didn't see the sign. Didn't plan the line. But oh, it felt just right. The world spun slow, our cheeks aglow. And suddenly, for a little while, I crashed into your smile. We talked in loops and tripped on words, but no one else could hear those turns. Your hand brushed mine, you didn't flinch. My heart gave in without a hint. I crashed into your smile. Didn't see the sign. Didn't plan the line. But oh, it felt just right. The world spun slow, our cheeks aglow. And suddenly, for a while, I crashed into your smile. We danced without a step to know. We joked but meant it more than sure. If this is how the stories start, let's crash again and call it heart. I crashed into your smile, it caught me whole. No push, no pull, just you and all that glow. No need to say we're okay, just let me laugh a little while and crash into your smile. We talk with eyes, not mouths or hands sound. You smiled and I could barely stand. The street was warm, the wind was low, but something in me wouldn't go. We were almost there, right before the fall. Hearts were louder than words at all. We didn't speak, but everything was clear. We were so close and smile like the sun hit perfectly. I wasn't ready, not at all, but I tripped inside your laugh and fall. I bumped into your smile, didn't mean to feel so much, but it slipped between the jokes and landed in your touch. It wasn't love, not yet, not quite, just a spark that felt too bright. I bumped into your smile and stayed in that light. You joked again and looked away, but everything in me chose to stay. I laughed too loud, I leaned too close. It wasn't planned, but I was yours. I bumped into your smile, didn't mean to feel so much, but it slipped between the jokes and landed in your touch. It wasn't love, not yet, not quite, just a spark that felt too bright. I bumped into your smile and stayed in that light. Some feelings don't arrive with plans, they crash like waves and hold your hands. And when I saw your eyes that day, I knew the game had changed its way. I bumped into your smile, and now it's hard to go. I didn't mean to like you, but somehow I just know it's not a dream, it's not pretend, it's just the way the summer bends. I bumped into your smile and didn't want it to end.
You looked at me, but said no word. I smiled back, but didn't stir. We passed like waves that didn't meet, but still the pull was just too sweet. You knew, didn't you, even without the sound, our hearts were loud enough to turn the world around. We didn't name it, but it wasn't new. So when I looked at you, I knew, you knew. Petit pour feel. You tied your hair, I watched the sky. That moment said, we don't need why. I laughed too soon, you blinked too slow, but it was us, we didn't show. You knew, didn't you, even without the sound, our hearts were loud enough to turn the world around. We didn't name it, but it wasn't new. So when I looked at you, I knew, you knew. So be a preview. So be a preview. We played it cool, we walked so wide, but our shadows lean to the other side. And if that sun could speak that day, it would have told us not to look away. You knew, didn't you? And I still feel that beat, the one that ran between our echoing soft feet. We didn't touch, but it somehow grew.
pass so fast, I turn too slow. A second late, and I'd never know. But something made you glance my way, and time rewound just for that day. We almost missed it, that tiny spark, but it lit so quick and left a mark. We didn't plan, we didn't try, but still it found a reason why. We almost missed it, but you looked back and gave that smile. I still unpack. We met like stories never told, in spaces warm, not really bold, but laughter filled the summer air, and I forgot what wasn't there. We almost missed it, that tiny spark, but it lit so quick and left a mark. We didn't plan, we didn't try, but still it found a reason why. We almost missed it, but you looked back and gave that smile. I still unpack. Not all timing works out right, but some just need a little light. And even if we turn too late, the summer sun still kept our place. We almost missed it, but we got through. The moment came and pulled us true. It's just a glance, but now it stays inside the beat of summer days. We didn't talk, just walked in line, and somehow your steps matched mine. No need for words, no plan, no clue, but something told me, so did you. Your steps matched mine, like music in the street, a silent beat that felt complete. I didn't ask, you didn't try, but there we were, without a why. Your steps matched mine, and it was more than any talk I heard before. You looked ahead, I looked below, but still we moved in steady flow. Your shoulder brushed, the breeze came through. I wasn't lost but found with you. Your steps matched mine, like music in the street, a silent beat that felt complete. I didn't ask, you didn't try, but there we were, without a why. Your steps matched mine, and it was more than any talk I heard before. our sky. Just walked until the day went by. The light turned cold, you squinted slow and smiled like you already know. We didn't plan the sunset, but it met us all the same. The sky just wrapped around us like it somehow knew our name. No promises, no countdown, just a moment soft and true. We didn't plan the sunset, but it felt like it was for two. You leaned on rail, I stood beside. No perfect words, no place to hide, but still the silence felt just right, the kind you feel instead of fight. We didn't plan the sunset, but it met us all the same. The sky just wrapped around us like it somehow knew our name. No promises, no countdown, just a moment soft and true. We didn't plan the sunset, but it felt like it was for two. Not every story needs a line. Some just settle into time. And as the shadows reached your face, I found a still and quiet place. We didn't plan the sunset, but we stayed and watched it fall. We didn't need to say it to feel we had it all. No script, no sign, no closing cue, just orange light that passed us through. We didn't plan the sunset, but it held the best of you. You didn't say your last goodbye, but smiled like the sun was still high. No grand finale, no turning sign, just a pause where things aligned. I stayed with the light, not with the end. It wasn't a loss, it was just when the moment slowed, the breeze was right, and I chose calm over the fight. I stayed with the light and felt it stay, even as you walked away. We didn't promise future days, but shared enough in quiet ways. A glance, a laugh, a rhythm true that left me more than I once knew. I stayed with the light, not with the end. It wasn't a loss, it was just when the moment slowed, the breeze was right, and I chose calm over the fight. I stayed with the light and felt it stay, even as you walked away. Some endings don't erase the place, they only soften every trace. And even when the sound grew small, the light had held me through it all. I stayed with the light, with all we had, not what we missed or what turned sad. It lingered there, it didn't fade, and that soft gold was what I